What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Bugs' DCS Cruise. I know it's been a few days since I put up a fresh video for you guys. I'm sorry about that, but the wait is well worth it. This is going to be the first flight with our new Simpit. So we ended up picking up a Next Level Racing licensed by Boeing edition Simpit. My old one just wasn't cutting it anymore. The seat padding on the thing was not the greatest, so I couldn't fly for very long without my back starting to really bother me. This one changes that. It is much better constructed than what I had, and this is also the reason for the cancellation of the Verpal order. Yes, the stuff was back ordered for quite a while. It still is. But the way I look at it is if I have all the nice, fancy, shiny controls and I can't sit in the chair for more than a half an hour, what's the point of having all of it? I'd rather take care of my back first, make sure that's good to go, and we can also sorry about that, guys. We can always get the controls later on down the road. Biddy, that's all, folks. So, with all that being said, I am looking at a different route for the Simpit as well. I'll tease more on that later. I'm going to put a few pictures up in the community section of the YouTube channel and on the Instagram page so you guys can check out what it looks like after it's all put together. It did take 2 days, give or take, to do, fully assemble and wire. I did have a few little things that I had to set up myself because of how I have my control set up, as you guys know. But all in all, not that bad. It is well worth the price that you pay for it. There'll be a separate video on the Simpit coming soon. So without any further ado, what we're going to do for the first flight with it is we're going to take the Fw-190 up and we're going to go try and tackle a couple of barrage balloons that we have up over the beach. So we have to be careful with those, as you guys saw if you watched the video I did with the Tomcat when I went to go in for the missile shoot on it. We ended up hitting the wires on the balloon and it tore our wings off, which is what they're designed to do. So we're going to have to be careful. We're going to have to play our strategy a little different, and we're going to want to come high to low on them so we don't get caught up in the wires, and we're going to want to break away as needed. As far as our loadout, I will show you that once I get into the cockpit of the airplane, because we do have 2 unguided rockets as well as our guns and cannons. We're going to go from a cold start. It's been a while since I did this with the Fw-190, so we'll see what happens. If you guys are still here with me, thank you so much for understanding. Let's jump into the cockpit of the 190 and let's get it ready for engine start. And like I've said in one of the little teasers I put up, this thing does have an extremely tight cockpit. So here are 2 unguided air-to-air rockets right there. Those were mainly used to take down bombers, but we're going to use them to take down balloons instead. So let's get this thing all ready to go here. So our left to right, there's our primer right there. I'm not going to do too much of a narrated cold start on the FW. I did do a down and dirty with it. Go check that out if you guys are interested in it. So I'm just going to kind of breeze through this so we can get up and get to the good stuff. Alright, so as I'm clicking through this really quick, I'm just going to say about the Simpit. It was a very fun project to put together. You have to have a little bit of patience, but once it's together, it is well worth it. Let's get our oxygen on. Okay, let's see if we remember how to do this now. But here we go. We're going to want to hold our brakes also so we don't go ass over tea kettle or go forward. And clear. We go. We have a no start. Okay, what's going on here? Did we forget to do something? I don't think we did, but let's try that again. Sometimes the warbirds will do this to you guys, so just backtrack, try it again. Alright, we'll wound up. And there it is. Come on, baby. She doesn't want to go. Okay. Did I forget to turn something on? That's a very good possibility. Let's see here. Yep. Alright, so let's learn from this, guys. I forgot to turn on the fuel pumps. That will most certainly do it. Let's try that again and hope this works and we didn't flood the thing. Yet again, it's flying with bugs, so anything is possible. But, like they say, the third time's the charm. Here we go. Alright, let's keep her up around 1200 RPM so it doesn't shake itself to pieces. Let's close all these up here. Alright. Let's arm that. That's armed. I don't think we need these, but let's warm everything up. There. Guns are online. I think our rockets should be good, but keep that on. Turn that off for now. Alright, let's let this thing warm up for a couple of minutes, or a couple of seconds I should say, and then we'll start taxiing out. And this is really going to be my first time deploying any sort of weapons off the Fw-190, so we'll see how this goes. I did a little bit of reading on how to get everything online, but this is the first time applying it. Alright. Let's start taxiing this thing out. That opened up so we don't overheat on the ground. That'll be bad. Easy, bugs, easy. Alright, we'll hold short, we'll check everything out, close the canopy, make sure everything's good to go, and then we'll get out of here. Good. Let's close that. Flaps are set. All right, let's go, guys. Takeoff's probably going to be a little hairy. I haven't flown the FW in a little while, so we'll see what happens. I'm not going to promise anything pretty, but we'll try. And I did get an awesome comment that the Fw-190 cockpit is reminiscent of the Snowspeeder from the Battle of Hoth from The Empire Strikes Back. That is absolutely awesome, and I totally agree with you. Alright. Let's see if we can get this thing off the ground in one piece. Oh boy. Well, I guess not. That didn't work out too well. Okay. Let's try that again, but this time we're going to go from a cold start. Not from a cold start, we're going to go from a hot start. Just to save a little bit of time. I don't know what went wrong there, but let's go take off from runway. That's good. All right. Like I said, it's been a little bit since I flew the Fw-190, so mistakes were made. More than likely. Alright, we should be good to go from here. Excuse me, folks, sorry about that. Alright, let's see if we can try this again. Oh god, not again. There we go, there we go. Gears coming up. Alright, we got her this time. Alright, that was a little close. Let's not have a repeat of that. Flaps up. Let's crank that down just a little bit so we don't blow ourselves up. Alright, that worked out a little bit better. That was almost another oops on takeoff, but we got it. Let's just make sure we're good to go. Let's get a nice little flyby here, make sure we're good. Perfect. Alright. So now we're going to go outer wing arm, rocket arm, master arm on. And we should be good to go. I'm not going to waste anything yet. But let's find out what happens. From the way you sit in this thing, you should be pretty accurate on the gun sight. We'll find out. Oops. Just close that. Alright, there are our targets right there. Alright, there's a lot of them. Let's see what happens. Do want a little bit of altitude. So, like I said, we don't want to get caught up on the wire on them, so let's see what we could do here. if I knew where the altimeter was. I believe it's the one on the lower left. I'm not sure though. So our rockets should be armed right now. We just have one more thing to do to get the gun to go and fire, and that would be to flip that switch off. So we're going to keep that on for now until we get a little bit closer. We're almost there. Push up a little bit. Alright, we're going to come up to this cloud bank, guys, and then we're going to dive down on top of them. Alright, our gun is now armed and ready to fire. We're going to try for a rocket run first, possibly, so we'll see what happens. Had in mind. Alright, there we go. And there are about 20-something balloons up in the air here, guys, so I really do have to be careful. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we could do. Let's see how many we can drop in total. And we'll start with this guy right over here just to play it smart. Just like I said, we don't want to get tangled up in their wires because we will lose our wings. So we're going to have to aim our nose up just a little bit for the rocket, just the way that it's tilted up on the wing mount. So let's see what we can do here. So the rockets missed. Okay. Our gun hit, though. I don't know if we dropped him, but the gun did hit. Yep, he's going down. Okay. Alright, let's come back in for another couple of gun runs here. Let's see what we could do without getting chopped up. We do have to get a little close to the gun on this. Okay, that's no problem. You just got to be careful. There, that's 2 down. That was a little too close. That was a little too close, Bugs. Should we lose anything? Alright, we're good. Yeah, I still have rudder authority. We're good. Okay, that was a little too close, buddy. Like I said before, 3rd time is a charm. Yeah, 3rd bloom was almost a charm. Let's see if we can roll out and dive on one of them. Let's try that. Oh, not a good idea. Not a good idea, Bugs. Get away from the wire. Oh, come on. There we go. That was close. Wow, I would make a terrible FW pilot. Trying to intercept bombers, that would be horrible. Alright, let's keep going until we run out of ammo. Uh-oh. That was another close one, buddy. boy. We're running low on ammo, we gotta watch. Well, let's get at least one more. How did that miss? Oh boy. Whoa. Alright, that one I saw missing, but... Alright, we gotta drop at least one more, guys. We gotta watch our ammo. Alright, we got him. He almost took us out as well, but we got him. Oh, pay attention, bugs. Let's try this guy. See what happens. We hit him and we seem to be out of ammo. Alright. Let's bring this thing home. It's showing we still have more ammunition. I don't exactly know what's going on there, but... Alright. We'll worry about that later. Let's try and land this thing. This I've done successfully once. So, you guys could be in for a pretty good treat for this one. We do need to slow down a little bit. Alright, this should be interesting. Let's see what happens. There's our landing gear. Make sure we're roughly where we gotta be. I know we're probably a little too quick, so we're gonna cut power as soon as we get about over the runway line here. Alright, this has the potential to be ugly, guys. Let's see what happens. And there goes the propeller. Well, like I said, it was probably going to be a treat for you guys, so there it was. Well, let's see if we can slide into a parking spot. That would be ideal. Or back on the grass would be good too. I think that was the longest ground skid I have ever had. That was impressive. Well, I really hope you guys found that one entertaining. I know that was a complete disaster on my end, but like I said, it's been a while since I flew the Fw-190, so to be expected. I'm going to try this course again with one of the jets. I want to see what happens, and or with one of the helicopters, because that should be interesting just as well. But until we get that one put together, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like, comment, subscribe for more, and until the next sortie, strap in, arm up the seat, and keep flying.